plutonium. Not easy to find, yet I found it in that place. Strange place. Peculiar. Items from all across the city, collected in one spot. Gathered, not to study, but to keep. Why? I'm not so sure I understand. Perhaps finding more of these structures might enlighten me. I will have to continue. Leave this place behind. And as for those objects, they seem to be inert. Any peculiar properties that they once had are now null. Perhaps it's exposure to the surface, something to do with removing them from the environment in which I found them. It will require further study. I've journeyed further north now, and I still see no sign of survivors, those that have been able to adapt to overcome this cataclysm. I know those bastards at Leadworks and Rooftech had more state-sponsored laboratories. If I can find one, then perhaps I will be able to find others. The search, as always, continues. Kia ora, guys, gals, and Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Bran's Tale. We are with our man Bran, and we are in Clarendon, or just north of Clarendon. Northeast, it would seem, in the unknown regions, named as such because, well, it's completely unexplored for us. All this new terrain for us to seek out. Now, we are looking for research laboratories, and I don't know what that is going to look like on the map, but most special structures have something kind of like this. They had an interesting color, something that pops, makes it a little bit easier for us to see what it is. And hopefully we will be able to see. Oh dear. We are missing large portions of our memory. Oh, double dear. Unless we're not? No, we are. All of this region is now marked as unexplored for us, which we know isn't the case. That's a little frightening. Our home, everything else behind us, is gone? Because we definitely were able to see completely south of here. But for some reason now, it's all off the map, one might say. We do have portions of this down here, but again, territory that we never actually got to see of the megacity, which, wow, it just, keeps on going. Keeps on going. So for whatever reason, through updates and shenanigans, we have lost part of our memory of our home. Now, we can remember parts of this, the beehive, for example. Unless I have completely lost track of where we originated from, that dark zone is completely, well, that was our memory. 100% was our home. So, yeah, peculiar that is completely gone. And a little concerning. Maybe we can chalk that up to the integration of certain technologies into Bran's mind. And, well, over time, part of that memory being overwritten. But yes, we are in a new world now. Well, a new part of the world through which we are going to be exploring together. And I guess, it's onwards and upwards from this point. Now, let's check in with our man, make sure that we don't accidentally have anything on that we don't need to have on. The unified power system we can go ahead and turn off for now, but we are going to keep our night vision on as we start to make our way back towards our home. away from this one. Now, we were looking for sponges. I think it's a sponge. Sponge is the new, type of thing that we need to clear off some of our CBMs. We'll also need somewhere to install those CBMs. And a research lab is somewhere that we can repair them as well. So that is the direction in which we will be looking to head. Now, I believe we've been inside of here as well. I'm actually just going to mark both of these homes. Oh, this is a bar. Perhaps we haven't. I do doubt that they would have what we are looking for. 3:30. We could wait till the morning. Let's see. We can drink some of this nice meat soup that we're holding on to. Oh, we're holding on to the Marlos berries. Don't know how I feel about that. Not so sure that we want to have those in our inventory, being something that we could accidentally eat. Yeah, not so keen on that. Sproglodyte. Now, I don't know if we've seen one of you before. A crouching child mutant's face. This crouching child mutant's face is dominated by a pair of huge black eyes, and its fingertips end in sharp claws. How lovely. Perhaps we will try to avoid the creature for now. Let's just have a quick look at this SUV and just see what we've got on the back here. Mounted spare tire. A new thing that we can build, and oh dear, we are seeing our artifacts that there are issues with. So unfortunately, those artifacts that we have are still going to be inert. Unfortunate, but unavoidable. We've had that happen with artifacts previously, so I think it might just be something that happens after a time. And we do have memory of this area hanging out in the spot here. Anything special about you? No, you're just pulped. Well, I tell you what, I feel like it's going to be worth us having a little bit of a sleep. Not a full sleep, but just enough until daytime. Because traveling at day, surprisingly enough, is going to be a lot easier for us. So let's see, we are at 3:30 at the moment. Are we able to sleep? No, we don't want to drive back here. Yes, we do want to sleep. Let's set an alarm for 5 hours from now. And we actually do fall asleep right away, which is great. It's not a bed, but this reclining chair at the very least is comfortable for our man Bran as he recharges. Actually, speaking of recharging, we should try and top up our energy before long, and we actually hear some smashing at about 5:30. Okay, well, let's check our vehicle because, the battery was low. Unfortunately, we did drain it entirely, so we are going to need some sunshine to get this thing going once again. Unless we want to try and fuel the mini reactor. I imagine that would create a fair amount of fuel quite quickly. Although, no, maybe we did use all of our plutonium in the combat armor. This is the tough thing. This is my first time playing since I went away, and I will forget things from time to time. I think we'll keep the optical cloak on us, but I tell you what, before we find out exactly what's making that smashing noise outside, I'm going to go ahead and just drop these other bits and pieces that I'm holding onto, so I will return in a moment. Okay, let's go see what's making this racket outside. As we flick our night vision on, where oh where? Actually, where is this noise coming from? Well, it was enough to wake us up. There's nothing immediately around us, unless it's underneath the vehicle, making a racket. Oh, we have spotted a zombie child. Well, I guess you are the one that's creating all this noise. Perhaps stomping around the field. Although, to wake us up, it's not a simple task. We are heavy sleepers, so generally we would sleep through any noises like that. Close up that door. You know what, we will try and sleep for a little bit longer, and yes, we will most certainly turn that off before we go to sleep. Okay, let's just go ahead and sleep for another 3 hours. Yeah. I'd rather go for 2, but if it's giving us 3 as an option, that's okay, and we really aren't able to do too much with the
We're hearing footsteps now. Stop trying to fall asleep. Yeah, sure. At 6:30, we're not going to be too far off the sunrise. We can already hear birds chirping away. We hear footsteps. Ah, there you are. Let's go ahead and quickly deal with you. With 2 quick slashes, this pulped tough zombie. There's no threat to us. Wait a little longer. You know what? If we go wait, keep the alarm and wait a while. We already have an alarm set. What do you want to do? Change our alarm. There we go. We could wait until dawn, which is only 8 minutes and 55 seconds away. And so, did that work? I don't know if it did. I don't actually think it did. No. Well, what can you do? Well, what we can do is prepare for the day. We are going to need that atomic lamp to give us some light to work by, and we are going to need to make some more food, as we are all out of the meat soup that we made the day prior. So I think we are going to need to make some more broth to begin with. And we could go ahead and spend that full time working on it. We'll go ahead and just use the Italian seasoning, a good use for it, and we will use our own charges as we are trying to get things done. We will store, dispose of the sword. Yes, store that in our inventory. There we go. We'll get to work on that. Herd smash, stop crafting, ignore for now. This sounds like a bit of death going on outside. Ticking along. And yes, it does sound like it's actually nice outside now. So pour into a container. Let's go ahead and just pour that into one of our gallon jugs. We've still got some broth left over. Fantastic. Pour it into the other gallon jug. Now, in terms of soups, we might still be able to make some meat soup. We can actually make some wood soup. Just the one, though. I think we were able to do that before, I believe. Just go ahead and check once again. Meat soup, and we can make a decent amount of that. And that's going to give us 20 portions of this. We will use our integrated toolset once again, get to work on this, and that should be food for a decent while. And we can hope that those charges have been going up this entire time. Alright, let's go consume what's left. We can see that we're peckish there, thirsty. We're just going to go ahead and drink until we are full. Or, yeah, close enough. Pour the rest into a plastic bottle for now, and another one. We should be able to find those without too much hassle, I think. Okay, so, day is upon us. How's the vehicle? 6% battery. Could be worse. I think that's decent considering how much charge is actually there. It's going to take a full day to get us up to maximum capacity, but maximum capacity would be huge because of the swappable storage battery that we have in here now. It's absolutely massive. So, let's go ahead and start this thing up. Thankfully, it does start right away. We're not going to pick up. We want to go to control multiple electronics and turn on that camera system of ours. There we go. Perfectly in time with the music. We can now see all around us. As to where we want to go next, hello? Very interesting. We're detecting an NPC. This is the first time in a very long time that we have been able to detect an NPC. Now, the way that I imagine this working for Bran is that he's able to almost connect into, I guess you would say, like a satellite network of sorts. And Lan, Whipple over here, might still have some kind of device on him. Could be a phone or something else like that, and that is giving us his location. At least that's how I imagine we're able to detect that he is here from so far away. Do we want to pay him a visit? I'm not so sure. We haven't had the best of luck with people as of recent, and I think Bran would be more invested in exploring this day. And after we move just a few inches, so much of this has become visible to us. We can see that there are a number of churches in this region around here. Churches and parking lots, I think. No, small offices. Right, we got an electronics store. See what else we have around here. The letters and the symbols for things do change around quite often, so it's worth us having a little bit of a look just to see what we have going on around us. Okay, the pawn shop and the military surplus store are potentially of interest. We have a nice pavilion up there. But I think for now, we just want to continue heading north into this Unknown terrain. I would be intrigued if we were to go back down south through our known regions, whether or not they're the same. Honestly, I've never seen that happen in Cataclysm before, where previously explored terrain just becomes unknown to us. So I don't know what could happen there. Got some skeletal dogs. Alright. Bran's doing a good job at driving this thing across the fields. So once we get up towards the road, we're just going to inspect our map again and just see what we have going on. Animal clinics. Okay. Coffee shops, sporting goods stores. I think if there is an edge to this town before it connects up to West Windsor, that could be a potential location for us to find interesting things, but I think we want to go north just a bit further and then hang a left if we can, because there's a nice long straight road up here. Another potential decent solar vehicle down there, and a crater. What are you? A toxic waste dump. So we have a crater southeast from Abbott and a toxic waste dump. I don't recall if we have been to a toxic waste dump yet with Bran. I think we might have. Don't really have a pull to go towards it just right now, although there are 2 libraries here, and as we know, we are a man who wants to know much. And libraries are a great place to learn those things. You know, sometimes it will just be your generic humdrum, regular stuff, but sometimes there can be some really interesting books that we can find. Although, as I've kind of stated earlier, I think getting a better idea of this area is what we need to do first. So we're just going to pile on through the opposition, knocking them back quite far. That's a lot of dogs. Okay. And yeah, I think we want to try and complete this part of the map first. So that's what we'll attempt to do. I am going to check in. Ooh, we got another tank here by the looks of things. I'm going to check in on our vehicle just to see how it is doing. In terms of the batteries, still holding at 6%. That's good. Just because the cameras do draw energy, there is a chance that it might be running us down further. But it's completely within our operational parameters. Let's go right at the next T section. Ooh. Oh, that was the snot gobbler exploding. I thought we were potentially running into a minefield. Alright, so we're going to go north here. Wow. Okay, so we have had an impact here. We are still traveling, so we need to try and find the best way for us to get away from this ambulance. So we're going to stop. We need to start turning once again. We're in a really bad position at the moment because currently we are diagonal, which means that enemies potentially can just walk straight in. The other thing that we can try and do here is just apply a whole heap of torque in one direction. And while that's damaging us, we will be able to get free eventually. There we go. Wow. We really slingshotted away from that. So, we're going to have to do some vehicle repairs. Looks like one of our headlights was taken out in that process. But we've made it through the worst of it. I was originally going to say that Bran made a perfect precision maneuver through that space there, but it didn't exactly turn out that way. This is definitely feeling like the megacity again. Just all of this smashed into one place. It could also be that there is some kind of limit. I've never played with these kind of parameters before. So that could be one of the reasons why our home is no longer known to us. Well, I mean, who am I kidding? Our home is now the road. Okay, I think we're going to... I think we're going to hang a right here. Try and go north for a bit. And then we're going to take a left. I don't think at this intersection, but the next one. Driving with Bran. Nice and easy. Okay. Through the gap we go. And I'm not worried about stopping yet. but we are going to have to at some point throughout today. And now we want to go start heading south. Nice. Makes sense that a lot of the intersections and the joining points, they're going to be crashes. Yeah, this is what I'm after. The edges of these regions. That's where we're likely to find interesting things. And we have detected someone else. Leonardo Malarkey? I'm an idiot. Leonardo Marlo, another chef. So it would seem that chefs stand a seemingly better chance to survive in the apocalypse. So if you are in the culinary arts, congratulations, you are a survivor. I guess it's all the, tough shifts and all the rest. Highland Plantation. I see. Okay. Well, that's the region that we're going towards. We are exploring more of it. Maybe these aren't just straight dead ends. Maybe it is going to link up down here. It's entirely possible. Only one way for us to find out. We shall continue, and let's go ahead and just bring down the speed here. Just to something a little safer. Wow, it's populated here. We got a lot of people. What's our W over here? A small warehouse. Okay, I think we want to hang a right at the next T section. And we have actually lost part of the front of the vehicle. Again, that is unfortunate when that happens because it's difficult to replace, so maybe stopping and doing more repairs would be the better option for us right now. But we still feel that call to the road. We won't be stopping yet. Looks like that might be a construction site just to our side. Dodge around the zombie necromancer. Who's baiting us to run into that car. Yeah, it is going to connect and go the whole way down here. Okay. Well, we might as well go ahead and just connect up these sections. So we'll plow down this road. And whatever stands in our way. Just a little bit of a bounce off the other vehicle. Here we go. Nice and easy. Straighten up. I'm actually quite surprised at the lack of roadblocks that we've encountered so far. We've actually been quite lucky when it comes to that. Now, I'm not seeing anything else of interest to us in this location here. We have 2 more locations that are unexplored. I think what we're going to do is head down to this cross-section here. So we're going to go through 2 major intersections, and then we're going to hang a right. Well, a left on our screen, but right for Bran. Heading out towards West Windsor, towards more of this unexplored territory. Yeah, because this is the rest of the new territory, but we haven't explored here either, so I don't know yet what the lab is going to look like, or the research facility. I'm imagining it'll start with an R. I think the best thing that we can do is just explore a huge area and then just start doing some map searching. Another thing that we might want to do is head up towards this region here where the toxic waste dump is, just because that seems to be on the outskirts of the city. You know what, we might be better off doing that rather than heading through West Windsor, because that's already explored territory. And it's not going to be too hard for us to just go ahead and spin back around. Might be a little difficult with the numbers that are plowing towards us. It's okay, we can only not see for a short duration of time there. And start heading out over to the right here. Okay, we should be good. There we go. And if we head along, right up until we reach the hardware store, right on the very end of this road here. So we'll go ahead and speed on up to travel along here. I am getting ready to pull the handbrake if we do encounter anything strange. That looks like a limousine. Is it a limo? Yeah, that's the first limo I've seen in the game, which I'm imagining is the recent addition. Semi-recent. Corrosive zombie, my favorite, and there's Lan again, Lan Whipple, just hanging out down there by that hardware store. And we have another crater, just a singular crater. Looks like someone Yeah, might have been playing with chemicals in their home. Perhaps another Cataclysm player. Accidents do happen. I feel like a lot of people have made that that little mistake of having live ammunition close to one of their fireplaces. It happens. It happens to the best of us in Cataclysm. I don't think I have done that yet, but I've heard that story enough that I've been mindful of it happening. I mean, the first CBM we ever got, we burnt with Bran, so I ain't perfect. Alright, let's head across to the east first, and then we'll try and go north. I know this is a little different in terms of our gameplay for Cataclysm, but exploration is a big part of it, and, well, having a mobile fortress enables us to cover a whole heap of ground at any one time, and goddamn. Okay, we can make this. It's going to be a little bit difficult. We fared off a lot better than the building did. Okay, so if we go ahead and start just trying to ease our way through, trying to get our vehicle through this isn't going to be easy. No. Alright, we're going to have to back on up. We need more room to be able to align ourselves with the wall here. It just gets a little tricky because we're quite long. Okay, there we go. That's what we're after. And we're just going to ease through this gap. Just going a nice, slow 6 kilometers an hour. And then we can start speeding back up again. Yeah, we definitely need to stop soon and do some repairs to the front of the vehicle. I would say, let's see, once we get to the next big intersection, we'll try and find some safety. Okay, so far so good. Just pop around the big trailer. Easy as Bran. Yeah, still got a lot of trouble around here. And this is the point. So can we find anywhere around here that is safe, doing air quotations to work on this? Probably actually at the end of the road here, just by the pavilion. It seems to be a little bit more forested, which is always a strange thing for us to see in the megacity. We're not always... Yeah, we don't always see that. The recycle center, all right. So what I am going to do once we stop as well, we are going to have a look to see if we can find any research labs. We're going to do a Jake on this and try and spin ourselves around here. No one knows what I'm talking about. It's in regards to Zealand. We always want to have our vehicle ready to go in the direction of exit. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the camera system for now. We are going to stop driving and let's close that curtain. Is this one closed? It is. Good. So they'll have, less of a chance to actually find us here. Looking at our vehicle, our battery power is at 7%. Okay, so it's been slowly going up. Gasoline's still fine across the board. I'm happy with that. So let's get comfy in our little reclining seat here. And we're going to have a look at repairing the vehicle. Looks like the front is heavily damaged. That super alloy placing of ours can get repaired, but it seems quite a lot of the composite armor, our military armor, has been destroyed at the front. So what we are going to do to work around that is take some of the armor placing off the back. Although that has taken a little bit of damage, we might take it off the center of the back. Yeah, let's go with that. I feel like that's a semi-decent idea, and because the repairs will take a little while, I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead until they are all said and done. Okay, we are all done with those repairs. Now it will update in a moment when we head towards the front of the vehicle. Once we see it, we do still have our curtains closed. It is getting towards the evening at this stage. It might be worth us having a little bit of a sleep. We are going to just have some more food though, see if we can get ourselves back to being full. Requires a fair amount, and we're going to have some clean water as well. We can always just have water straight from the tap, which is a nice way for us to deal with that. Our power though is getting a little bit lower than I would like. Looking at the vehicle, it's definitely better. We're at 23% battery now, which is great. Yeah. Overall, that's not going to disappear anytime soon. I'm still not comfortable with taking a whole heap of power from that, so we're probably not going to do that ourselves. We can always generate power from other means, or we could just have a look at what we have on, what we're really using right now. Really, we're not using that much. We don't even have thermal dissipation on at this stage, so our power draw should be pretty low. I don't think it's going to go beneath this point for any time soon. What we are going to do though is just go have ourselves a sleep. There was a little bit of there was some noise outside, and it would seem that we aren't going to be able to get to sleep just yet. Now we could use our turret on our vehicle to take care of whatever is outside, but I think that we are more than capable of dealing with the threat. And plus, if we do use that gun, it's going to draw a little bit of attention that we don't exactly want right now. So we'll very quickly deal with this group. We might have some others coming in from further away, but you know what? We've got time for them. We can always make time for the dead. And we're seeing new blood spirals coming from the dead today. You know what? I think we're okay. We should be able to get to sleep without too much trouble. And strangely enough, we are still seeing missing parts of this vehicle. It's the heavy-duty quarter panels that are missing. I see. Right. Well, it shouldn't be too difficult for us to reinstall those, although for some reason it really doesn't want to install heavy duty panels there. And it could just be that we are missing the required plating that needs to go in those spots. Yeah, let's just have a quick look at that together. Heavy. So we go ahead and search for heavy. We can see all of these different options. It is steel plating that we need, and it looks like we are just missing 2 of those. Easily done. We can go over to here and we'll just steal them from this vehicle. Steal. Yes, that's what we're doing. This is just going to give us sheet metal though. And we need a steel panel. I suppose you are probably the same, are you not? You are just quarter panels. Well, we could just put quarter panels on there for the time being, but that isn't going to really help us out all that much. Do we have any military vehicles nearby? We have a street roller here, which I would imagine... there we go. Excellent. So, let's go have a little bit of an adventure together. Yeah, okay. Hi. We've got some fun. We could let our turret do a little bit of work here. You know what? It's been a while since it's had the opportunity to do that. So let's give it the opportunity to do so yet again. So we could blind drive towards there, but I still feel like it's probably going to be best for us to turn on our camera system. You can see that we have our curtain closed at this point. We are just a moving vehicle. And we're going to go ahead and pop ourselves down around about here. We're going to stop moving, and we are going to activate that turret and see how it is able to perform. We might even be able to get it reloaded during this process. So, we want to control the vehicle. We want to aim turrets, mainly aim automatic turrets, set turret firing modes. Right, so we don't want that, can't be automatic. This one can be auto. So, now with that being automatic, there we go. It is going to work. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stop driving, but the turret should continue shooting. So what we need to do next... Oh, the Bran van is doing work. We need to have a look and see if we have another way to reload this, and I think we do. I'm pretty sure that we do. So we have some 50 cal right there. It's doing work. It is definitely doing work. Okay, so we can unload it here. Do we have anything else? So it's using the 223 rounds right now. We can also just quickly examine the vehicle and it'll tell us how much is left. It's got 1 shot left. No, it's got 8. 8 shots remaining. Okay, and it's using the 5.56 rounds at the moment. So I tell you what, we're going to walk over here. We're going to do a quick all-around search to see if we can find more of that ammunition. 5.56 rounds. So we're doing an all-around search at the moment. We can see our ammunition down here. We're not seeing 5.56, but I know that generally there are multiple different ammunition types that can be used. Yes, there we go. We've got some 5.56 tracer rounds, so we can go ahead and look at pulling those into our inventory for now. That's good. Anything else showing up as green for us? No, we've got the 223, and I think it can use that as well. So it's nearly out of ammunition. And I think that's it at this stage. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and... Can we just reload it just straight up from here? Looks like we can. Let's use the reloaded ammunition. That's fine. We are going to ignore further distractions. It is reloaded. Okay, cannot reload the FN Scar L. Okay, unload. We unload it. Let's go ahead and reload. Standard magazine. Okay. I think I need to... We're going to ignore for... Okay, but I reloaded it with nothing. So we need to unload it first. Done. We've got a magazine in here now. Yes, great. Now we reload this magazine. It's a little convoluted, but it's okay. It shouldn't be an automated process. Okay, ignore. That's fine. We're all good. He's only destroying what we've been working on. And now reload. Put that back in there. Stop reloading. Ignore. Let it loose. There we go. It's going to work. Can you see the tough zombie there? I don't know if you can. I don't think it can. We'll go offer it some assistance. Please don't shoot me. It shouldn't shoot me, right? I mean, it's our turret. It shouldn't shoot me. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Ignore further. Oh wow, it's really going to work here. All right, we are definitely going to need more ammunition. So let's take a step back inside. Okay, it's stopped firing again, which means that it's probably out of ammunition. Yes, it is. Okay. So we know how this works now. So we're going to go ahead. We want to unload it. Quickly go into our inventory. We're going to reload it. Skull zombie is dangerously close. Of course we're going to ignore it. Okay, sure. They're pretty close now. And I think we're going to go out there. We'll just have this be a supplemental thing to assist us in the slaying of these dead. Examine vehicle. No, we want to reload. Yes. Okay. Reload it. Boom. Ignore. Alright. Oh, it's doing work. Is that a... No, it's an acidic zombie. Okay. Oh, and seeing as that's the last of their ammunition, we'll just... Yeah. I think it has got rid of everything that was in the region. I mean, it might just be out now. Wait. You mutilate the brainless zombie. The last enemy holding you collapses. Oh, because it was holding on to us. Interesting. That's a new context that we've been given. And hello. This is the roadmap for the area. We're going to go ahead and have a read of that, but we need to deal with the remaining folks over here. Oi. Enough of that. Kindly, can we not? We haven't even had to turn on our bloody army yet. Bran is still running on easy mode currently. Okay, so there are still some dead in the region. Are they going to come towards us? Probably, eventually, because we did make quite a bit of noise. Let's just go ahead and wait until we catch our breath. Ignore the thumps. Okay, hello. Sure. Alright, we'll try that again. Okay, guess we're not going to get the chance. Now we are starting to overheat. Okay, that's a very nice wedding ring you were holding onto there, child. Okay. On we go. Dealing with the rest. Lots of glass on the road. Okay, can we catch our breath? Will you let me catch our breath? We'll find out, won't we? Wait a while, wait until we catch our breath, and look at that. Just like magic, we have caught our very difficult to catch breath. And I think we're okay, at least for the time being. We can have a look at this vehicle, and we've got steel plating, so that it doesn't have armor on here, but it does have steel plating. We can also have a look at maybe taking some ammunition from this thing as well. So, how much steel plating do we want? It's going to take us 15 minutes, so I think we need at least 2. We'll see if we can go for 3 without running into too much trouble. Looks like the sun is setting anyway, so we're probably going to want to stop our work before long. Hello. Come on in. If we are going to be staying here though, if we're going to be sleeping for the night, we will want to go around and just smash all these bodies because we don't want them waking back up on us, especially if we are going to try and work on our vehicle and all the rest. So let's go quickly see if there is anything in here. We will unload. Okay, so we got an ammo belt, a 5.56 ammo belt. Oh, beautiful. Now, if we can reload that and use that with our weapon, it'd be fantastic. Don't know if this is the right ammunition type because I know it's 5.56 by 45. Not sure if that's what we're using because I'm a pleb, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and just start dragging these back, get them within the vicinity of our vehicle here. Firefighter is dangerously close. Is it though? Oh yes it is. Okay, I won't debate you. It definitely is. Stop moving items, yes. So we'll split those up. Okay, so thanks to the valiant efforts of our vehicle, we can go and just start smashing all these bodies, making sure that none of them are going to be coming back to life anytime soon. That one's going to be a little bit more difficult for us to work on, isn't it? Okay, so we're just going to have to do a little move all on that, or rather just a move on the body, so that we can go ahead and pulp it. Do the same to all the ones up here. We'll start at the top and work our way down, just so that we're not missing out on any, because it's very easy to do this while we are pulping. We hear thump. Okay, guess we didn't need to do anything to that other body. Okay, that's already pulped. Onto you. Starting to get a little bit more out of breath now as we continue working. And I just realized we do have the atomic lamp on us, and we just made some more smashing noises. So let's go close the atomic lamp for now, just so we're not as visible. That should be fine. Okay. Now we did have an acidic zombie back over closer towards our vehicle, so we'll try and watch out for that, as obviously splashing acid all over the ground isn't the best plan. There we go, nearly done. Last one. So there is a chance that we could find some potentially interesting things here. I think it's this one here. Butcher, acidic zombie. Ah, right, some types of butchery aren't... Well, we're just going to dismember, that's fine. Okay, and we will smash the rest. Excellent. Okay, so we didn't get too tired from that process. We will catch our breath first of all. Excellent. So first things first, let's see if that ammunition type is viable for our gun. Reload. We do not have any 223, so it's probably because it's using the different ammunition type for now. So we'll just go ahead and unload it, and we will try to reload it and see if it will take the ammo belt. It doesn't want to take it. That's unfortunate. What if we were to take the ammunition out of the ammo belt? Is that possible? Let's go ahead and unload that. Right, we disassemble it. We get what out of that? It was 223 ammo belt linkage. Right, can I further disassemble you? I can't. It is 223, which is the same type of ammunition, I would imagine. It's probably just, it's obviously because the rifle itself can't take that type. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, there's all the ammunition, which we can load back into here. It just can't take the actual belt, because it's a different type of intake, I'm imagining. But for now, we'll go ahead and reload that, and we can go and place it back into this thing. There we go. It would be nice to have an extra Stanig mag ready, although I don't know if we have one. Let's just quickly check our log here. Yeah, it's just called a Stanig magazine. Do we have any other Stanig magazines within this space? Quite possibly. Go ahead and just atomic lamp, just so we can see what's going on around us, and we'll have a quick look for Stanig mags. So we're doing an all-around search, and we're just going to search for Stanig magazine. Fantastic. We've got 3 of them. So it would be good if we could keep those like just ready to go. So we'll take those into our inventory, all 3 of them. And we'll probably just have them on this seat here. So we'll reload those. We reload the Stanig magazine. Okay, that's one that's been reloaded, and we have ammunition for yet another. Excellent, so we have some spares if we are to do a fight like this again. Now, can we store all 3 of those on the seat? We can. It's not tumbling over. Good news for everyone involved. So, we're a little bit tired, probably worth us having a sleep now. Is the curtain closed? It is already closed, look at that. Vehicle, I need to make sure that you aren't going to try and fire overnight. So we are going to control the vehicle, and we are going to set turret targeting modes, and we're going to change that to manual. Because while it would be helpful, it's a fair bit of attention it might try and draw to us as we try to sleep. Okay, lamp, we can close you up for now. We've still got some soup. Yeah, feeling good about stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's open that lamp back up, and we're going to have a read of that map before we go to sleep. And you can see we've still got quite a few books to read. Yeah, so where is R1? The one that's in our bloody inventory. I'm just seeing the cargo space right now. Maybe it's an activate. Yes, activate. Okay, add road maps and points of interest to your map. Okay, so I'm assuming, yeah, it's all of this here, which we can now see. Oh, for a very long way. Wow. Oh, and it keeps on going. All the way up to East Lyme. Mount Vernon? Mount Vernon. Here. Interesting. And Scotland as well, apparently. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, there really is a lot out there. A lot. A scary amount. Let's go close it up for now. And I think, Bran, it's time to have a little bit of a nap. Hopefully, this is one that will wake up and just, comfort, not without, something attacking our vehicle. Before we do leave, we need to make those final additions. Just getting those heavy-duty frames back on the vehicle. Just giving it a little bit of extra protection, because that front does take quite a bit of a bashing. We slammed through a number of zombies, and it seems like the super alloy plating holds up very, very well, as I imagine it would. If we could get our hands on more of that, I'd be stoked, because then it's just less vehicle maintenance that we need to do. But even so, as it is now, we've been able to plow through a whole heap and keep on trucking. Well, look at that. You're up and going rather quickly. All the aches from yesterday are gone. Generally, it seems that Bran is in pretty good condition overall. And it is 5:26 in the morning, so that gives us time to prepare for the day, to make some food and just get ready to embrace yet another wonderful day in this strange world. We are going, ooh, mushy egg. Oh no, because of course the freezer's turned off. Well, I think we've got enough power now that we can actually add that back on. 2 days until empty. Yeah, we're good in terms of power. So control multiple electronics. We're going to turn on the freezer. We got mushy eggs. That's the worst. No one wants to eat mushy eggs. Ugh. Okay, but what we do want to eat is the leftover soup that we have somewhere in here. Not ammonia or bleach, thanks, just some soup. I know we have it. Ah, there we go, meat soup. Go ahead and drink that, and we'll drink the other two, and we should, theoretically, be feeling somewhat okay after that. Not bad. So, vehicle time. We're going to pop back up the front, and we are looking to add some heavy-duty frames, one there and one here. Oh, damn. We're going to have to work out in the rain. That is a shame. Well, we can see them now, so we should be able to add them. Oh no, we have a heavy-duty frame there. Oh no, sorry. Heavy-duty quarter panel is what we're trying to add. There we go. The first. It's too dark to see what we're doing. Alright, well, night vision is going to help us here because it requires light to work, and night vision doesn't always apply the detail that we need, so we could just use, well, that lamp. I've still got it here. Doesn't mean that we're going to attract some attention, and more than likely, we're not going to be able to get this thing installed. I am optimistic, however. Sometimes. Heard a thump, stop interacting, ignore, and we got ourselves a Z9. Yes, we will stop. Oh, we got 2 doggos. Fantastic. No, 3. Okay, well, it seems like we've got a fair amount of fun heading our way. We're actually going to turn on our combat armor this time. Give ourselves that little bit of an edge that we might need. Wow. Turns out there's quite a lot of dead around here. Wow, that is an understatement. What the hell? Okay, so we still have our survivor rucksack on. We're going to go ahead and drop that to the ground. We could have the offensive-defensive system on right now, but honestly, I think we're okay. I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the atomic lamp. Okay, we can see better now, and we can see that it's not terrible, but yeah, we are well and truly surrounded. I want to try and take down that thorny shambler if we can. Hopefully it will come our way before long. There we go. Slashing our way through the hordes of the dead. We are now out of breath. We continue to fight. And I don't know how long it would stay on in the rain, but we are going to flame our sword. We can see it illuminates the area around us. We slash out to one side and then the other. Quickly though, the rain extinguishes it. Okay, we are getting a few double strikes on some of the dead here. Slashing out, hitting multiple numbers. There we go, that's a good strike. And the mountainous remains continue to pile up around us. Slowly, their numbers dwindle. Until none remain, except for Bran, huffing, puffing in the rain. We wait a while. Actually, no. We've done this once before. Turn off the bloody armor. Our harness took a little bit of a beating there. That's okay though, we're doing right, we're doing fine. Just deep breaths, and we will wait. Catch our breath. We feel refreshed. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and activate that lamp of ours yet again. We will smash the bodies that are around us because, well, we did such a good job killing them all. We don't want that to go to waste. And that was a decent little horde that came for us there. Okay, and try and whack you there. Corpses are thoroughly pulped. I don't know if there's anything beneath our bag. No, doesn't look like there is. We will wear the survivor rucksack and we will just grab back these little bits and pieces. The placing we don't need to worry about. I do think that we are not going to be able to work on this as it stands. If we could just get this inside, we'd be okay. And you know what? It looks like we're going to be able to do that. We'll take 2 things of steel plating. We can even take the 3rd inside. Easy done. Okay, so back inside the vehicle, we should be able to accomplish this. They might have actually done a little bit of damage to us there. It's worth us checking on the side. Yeah, they did. They damaged the bloody security camera again. They seem to like doing that. I don't know why. It could just be that the security cameras are a little vulnerable. Yeah. Overall though, we seem to be okay. You can see that I did take some of the armor off the back of the vehicle. Could be a mistake. I think it's going to be fine. So, heavy duty quarter panel, and we are going to install that one there. Alright, a little bit of death happening outside. We can see a brainless zombie, aren't they all? And we are going to install the other one just here. Heavy quarter panel. We can just keep the other one for a rainy day, and that one is just going to be a straight line. The sun slowly creeping in. Right, where can we place this thing? Let's just have a look around us here. Okay, lots of... Oh, actually, hang on. No, we have a filter on. No, there's no space in that one there. And what about on the side? Fungal fighter sting. No, let's have a look to the north. And I can't select anything for some reason. Why is that? The numpad's turned off, that's why. Right, it looks like we're going to be storing that here for now. So, vehicle parts, steel plating. 2 of those. I guess we had 4? Interesting. The roadmap we don't really need to worry about. We're going to put that linkage for the ammunition just in there for now. And we are okay. We're thirsty, we're in mild pain, we're a little peckish as well. We don't have any meat soup left at this stage, so it might be worth us looking at getting some of that on the go before we leave. We still have a lot of broth in here, and the soup is a nice, easy source of food for us to make. However, we don't seem to be able to make any of it. Interesting. Maybe we did use all the broth. Yeah, we must have. My bad. Well, for us to make some more broth, it is going to take a wee while. I do like to do it in the larger batches, although it does seem like we're going through a rather large amount in one day. We're making 20 units of broth, which equates to how many liters? 5 liters worth of broth. Obviously, then that becomes reduced again. Let's just have a look at the numbers here. We are going to use our vehicle this time, use the hot plate, and put that away for the time being. So that's 5 liters of liquid that we've just made here. Heard footsteps, we're going to ignore those. God damn. Very loud. We're going to pour that back into our gallon jugs, as you do, and we're going to have to deal with the problem outside before we continue. What do we got? Crawling zombie? Really? It's just you. Just you causing trouble, because you were late to the party, weren't you? We've got some others to the south. We've actually got one that's a little bit close for my liking. Can't actually see us at the moment though, so ideally it'll just leave us alone. That would be nice. So, looking at the soups, meat soup. Okay, if we were to make the full 10, which is using 20 units of broth, yeah, that's 5 liters. 5 liters of soup. Yes, 2.5 liters worth of soup per meal, if we're having 2 kind of meals per day. That seems like a lot of soup. Just putting it out there. It's 10 units of pounded egg, which isn't terrible, but the 10 units of dehydrated meat, there's a fair amount of meat that's going into this. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a lot. Maybe it's just because the nutritional value of it isn't all that high, and I do have to be careful that we don't just keep on eating meat stuffs. Yeah, now look at that. We're already at 10:20, so a little bit later than I would like. Actually, in fact, much later than I would like. We'll go ahead and just place that in one of those gallon jugs for the time being, and we'll go ahead and start drinking this yet again. So we don't need to get completely rid of our thirst. I would like to get rid of peckish though. Yeah. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding the meaning of peckish. It's quite possible. Okay, so we left the cameras on, and it still seems to be fine. 24% battery. Excellent. Okay, well, with that being the case, we'll go ahead and open up that site. And we are going to continue on with our vehicle now repaired and ready to go. But the question is where? Let's have a look. I'm not seeing anything that's immediately jumping out at me. However, if we do a search, if we try and search for research, nothing yet. We haven't found any. But I think what we want to do is head north. It does seem like the forest cuts us off here, though. That's the only thing that we need to consider. So we might need to turn here. Is that a music store? Not a museum. So we need to go past 2 crossroads and then take a left. Easy as that. And we'll leave behind this big mess. I don't think we're leaving anything of ours behind, but you never know. That's why you don't want to place things down. The second that you do, you're going to lose them. In Cataclysm. Hello. Okay, lots of just... And a blood-soaked rag. There was a person here. Is a cigarette butt the only thing there? No, another casing. There was definitely a person here who fought some kind of battle and lost. I think that's... I was going to say, I think that's a subway entrance, but I could be wrong. From the northeast, we hear kaboom, so more than likely a minefield. Okay, you know what? We might actually just take a left here, just to avoid potential troubles. There we go. Straight north along here, as far as we can, and that'll get us over towards the craters. Yeah. That'll be interesting. See, look at that. We are very hungry already. Those are little mopeds in the center of the road. They can sometimes be very easy to miss because they're so small. but they have a lot of impact to them. Oh, we've got a fuel station. We could fuel up now, but we don't really have the need to. That's not good. That's not good at all. It's a truck and trailer that's just completely covering up the road here. Alright. Okay. Got some zombies holding us back. Are we going to be able to thread this needle? Yes! Yes, we can. Okay. Ease ourselves back in. Yep, that was bound to happen. Alright, we're going to have to back up and straighten up before we reach this point. So ease our way back towards here. Spin back around. That's what we're after. There we go. Alright, I know. It's fine. It's just a little bit of property destruction. Shite, we can't make that. I equated that completely wrong. Okay, so that's not going to happen. We could try and trouble ourselves with trying to make our way through this house here, but then there's a forest on the other side, so that's also not going to work out for us. Yeah, not great. Alright. Spinning this vehicle around. We'll just have to go the other way. That's always an option. There we go, and just down past the mopeds. Onwards. Yeah, still a fair amount of trouble here, and that does seem to be the end of the line here. We're not going to be able to drive through those craters, so yeah. I want to get onto this road here, and I think if we take a left here, that's going to be the best way for us to do it. Okay. Some big water tanks below. Okay. Skillful driving there, Bran. Skillful driving. Easy does it. Straight on ahead. Excellent. Okay, so we're taking a right here. And then we'll be looking home free. Skeletal brutes and a juggernaut. It's been a while since we've seen the 10 juggernauts in one place. They seem to be pretty sparse now. More of a rare sight. Oh, you're kidding me. It's a freaking helicopter crash right here. We've got a zombie bio-operator and scientists. Yuck. I really want to investigate them. I do. So, yeah, I guess we'll straighten up. We will turn off the camera system for now. We will stop driving. No reason for us to use the turret. We can handle this. We are going to drop our survivor rucksack on the ground though, and we are going to activate our armor once we get closer. Ours Y-hand is probably on the ground, I'm assuming. Yes, it is. Wield that. Excellent. Still raining, so we can't use it to its full effect. Once the bio-operator gets closer, scientist is here. Scientist we can use as well. We're going to go ahead and activate our armor, turning it on to its full effect. Oh, bio-operator has kind of knocked us to the ground there. We send him reeling backwards as we charge towards it, our sword crackling with electricity in the rain. With one more fell swoop, we slice the operator's head clean off. Let's go deal with these soldiers. Okay, at that point, I think we can probably turn off our armor, just conserve it, and let the others approach. You'll notice that it's been a while since we've had to use our whole array of CDMs. Alright, this lot down here, they're going to be trouble. So we'll just deal with them now before they cause more of that trouble. Great, out of breath. The spitters aren't so much a trouble, or rather, a problem. Just dodge them. Try not to step in the acid. And let the acid kill the other zombies. Come on, crawling zombie, crawl at me through the acid. I dare you. Do you wanna... I'll open the door for you. Step on outside. There we go, yeah, the crawling crawling zombie just died in the acid. Brilliant. So we don't actually have to worry about the other ones that much. What we're looking for is the bio-operator and the scientists. They're the ones that we want to dissect. Okay, and we should be able to do that without running into trouble. Ooh, journal. We've already read this one though. You've got denatured alcohol, which I'm pretty sure we can just drink. Let's go grab our backpack though, before I forget about it. And anything else that's on the ground. Yes, grab all of those. Dispose of that for now, just drop it. I just want to wear the survivor rucksack, and we'll grab everything else on the ground. 2 pairs of earplugs, no. But it's good to know that we have those there. Keep that sword handy, and let's get to work. Zombie scientist, we are going to dissect you. Okay, zombie spotted, ignore. Come on. Oh, wow. Yes. Wow, you actually really got through our armor there and nearly destroyed our thing. I was really hoping that we weren't going to have to break that, but we do. Get content. Oh, right, get content. The contents. Oh dear. So we are just going to take out of the first aid kit, we need to take the disinfectant, which might actually be called antiseptic now. Yeah, that's more than likely what we're after. Okay, the left leg, fantastic. That is healed, and we'll grab the contents of that as well, along with the meat soup and everything else that we decided to drop, which I'm not sure why. Are we not wearing our backpack again properly, or am I not wearing it at all? Or did the survivor rucksack just get destroyed during that little encounter? You know what? That's probably exactly what happened. That's my own fault. Let's see. Oh my god, that's exactly what happened. You gotta be kidding me. That's what you get. That's what you get. Wow. I didn't think we were that far off finishing the zombie scientist, but apparently we were. So, word to the wise, if you're going to get attacked, even if you are as well off as Bran, don't do it, because you'll lose your survivor rucksack. It's probably a little while coming though. I think it is better that we actually have gotten rid of the survivor rucksack for now, because it does hold us back a fair amount, and we generally don't need to be carrying that much stuff with us. So, all in all, I think it's okay. At least that's the lie that I'm going to tell myself. But looking at the equipment that we have on the ground here, let's just go take what we actually need. So the saline solution is potentially useful. Oh wow, we can't take anything. Okay, noted. Can we work on the zombie scientist? Alright, we still got a few. Dangerously close. Okay, how many others are we going to have come this way? Do we have any other? We don't have any others within sight, so we should be able to achieve this. Come on. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. This is the one. Okay, we find a faulty power storage CVM. Oh yeah. It's probably worth us taking if we can clean it. We'd have to clean it and then fix it. Yeah. It'd take a bit of work. And as for the bio operator, I think this is them over here. Yeah, it is. So, a little bit of ammunition there for us. Okay, I will whip that up while we can. And we'll go ahead and... Wait, you've got basic power armor on you. Wow, okay. Look at that. We already have basic power armor, so I don't think we need a second amount, although I wonder if we can disassemble that. I'll have a look after we dismember, or rather dissect this corpse. Come on, first try. There's a feral runner somewhere nearby, although they're kind of staying in our periphery. Okay, just burnt out bionics, that is really unfortunate. But the basic power armor, we'll just go ahead and dispose of that for a second. We'll just see if we can disassemble this. We can. Oh, I wasn't... Okay, I was just wanting to have a look. That's going to take ages. I doubt that we're actually going to be able to disassemble this. No, we actually managed to do it. By disassembling things, you can actually learn the recipe on how to make them. Although we didn't do that in this instance. We did find salvaged power armor though. Very interesting. Huh. It's filthy, but we can totally clean that. Yeah, hell yes. Hell yes, definitely doing that. We want to grab our sword, wield it, head back inside momentarily, and we need to grab ourselves something to wear. So I think most of our wearables are in here. If we have anything left to actually carry, I don't know. I'm not sure. What we can do though is we've got this all sorted. We go down towards our clothing. We should be able to see we've got a backpack. Right. A backpack is better than nothing, and it might be all that we have to go with for now. We've got a duffel bag as well. Yeah, the duffel bag is going to encumber us, but it does have a pretty good capacity. So that is just to the east of us right now, so we should be able to go grab, and we will be able to wear it. Wear duffel bag, okay. So, what do we want? Well, we want the salvaged power armor, definitely. It takes up pretty much the entire backpack. And am I going to worry about the power storage CPM? No, we're not. We're not going to worry about that. Denatured alcohol, though, we will take. Okay. Right. Now, do I want to drink the denatured alcohol? Because we can use the blood filter. And I believe, under our passives, if we have a look there, we do have the ethanol burner. Just have a look. Yep. Still suffer the inebriating effects. Okay, so we can kind of deal with that. We'll attempt to remove them. Not 100% though. Yeah. Just reminding ourselves of all the things that we've got here. We've got quite a few. We've got quite a few CBMs in us. We are a very mechanical man. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we can do a blood filtration. That should help us. Okay. All drugs in your system will be affected. I wonder if that affects the breeder system. I mean, we've definitely filtered our blood before. Alright, YOLO, let's do it. Yes, I just said that. I feel bad already, I'm feeling pain. So, ideally, I want to have a look at what's on our inventory, not what's around us. So the easiest way for us to do that is just to move away. Okay, we can't. Well, that's that. We can have ethanol, but straight up denatured alcohol is a no-no for us. That's okay. I'm alright with that. Let's go... Actually, you know what? We can consume these batteries. Yeah, we'll keep one medium-sized one for ourselves. Again, we'll go outside to do this. Yeah, we'll keep the medium. There we go. A little bit of extra power for us. Okay, so I think we should grab our washboard, which should be down here. Washboard, where are you? We've got a quantum solar backpack there, but that doesn't really have much. Okay, maybe the washboard is somewhere else. I am not the most organized person in the world in this place. Everything, yep, just kind of goes where it's gonna fit. Take that washboard, and we'll see if we can scrub down this salvaged power armor. I'm just intrigued to know how it differs from other types that we've used before. Washboard is what we want to use. We have nothing to clean. So while this is filthy, we don't seem to be able to clean it. So maybe this is what we need a sponge for? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, looking over towards here, I'm going to go just drop the salvaged power armor in here for now. And I think it's going to be acceptable to have the washboard in with the clothing and other bits and pieces. Yeah, surely. Surely I won't forget. Next episode I will. I can guarantee you that. Yeah. Very hungry. Let's go have some nice meat soup, and let's just have one last look at that map. Well, we are close to wrapping up today's episode, but I want to do a little bit of extra exploration before we do that. You know what? That exploration might just be investigating this helicopter. I don't know whether there's going to be anything interesting hidden amongst it. we'll just quickly have a look and see if there is, well, what, if anything, there is in the way of weapons. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, this is all very much destroyed. If there were any guns on this, they are long gone. What we can do is grab the entrenching tool and work on that. I don't suppose our extended toolkit works for that, does it? No, it doesn't. It's worth checking. I never know exactly what our extended toolkit is able to do for us. And ideally, it would be here in the tools. So if I go search for the entrenching tool, is it here? I don't think it bloody is. I think sometimes I put things that we use frequently near the front, but honestly, I don't think that rule applies. It's just literally whatever has space, I end up putting that thing in there. So yeah, that was just to the north. Who knows why? So, I'm going to go through all of these, see if there's anything interesting awaiting in any of these piles, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so looking through everything that's here, most of the stuff is down here. Oh, we have a grenade. That's nice. We won't say no to that. But we're not seeing anything else among the rubble. So, yeah, looks like the grenade is the best thing that we've found here. There is a V-twin engine, okay, and a car buyer's guide. Really not going to help us out all that much. So much stuff, but really just the grenades will do for now. Well, grenade. Gladly take you, thank you. We'll let the game do its saving. And we'll jump back into here. So, looking into the future, we are going to have to find a way around that helicopter, and that probably means backtracking somewhat. So to make our way to the north, it's a little bit convoluted. We're going to have to go down, around, and make our way up and past these buildings here. That'll get us back on track, taking us around here and taking us towards these northern spots here. We have a bank up here. The banks, as we know, can have some pretty interesting things inside of them, although I believe that has been nerfed recently. It's not going to have any of the wild things that we've found before, like power armor and the rest. Don't know where we'll be accessing those from now. Probably places like research facilities and labs or other military outposts and places like that. But this is looking promising. This little area here, we've got a little bit of swampland, we've got a little bit of forests. If there is going to be anything strange, I feel like it is going to be amongst this little region here. As to what happened to our home, our memory of our home, I don't know what happened there, but none of it is known to us anymore. It is just this void from which we came that we now no longer know. So it could be new territory down there, for all we know. Who knows? I would like to find out eventually. If anyone else has experienced this bug, please let me know, because I'd love to hear about your experiences with it. But for now, we will be continuing on our adventures with Bran in the next episode, heading further into the unknown, trying to find research labs and other oddities as we continue across Megacity 1. At this stage, as we know, Bran is very, very capable. He can be caught off guard, and a mistake or two from me could still very well spell the end for our man. As always, I'm always open to your suggestions as to where you'd like to see this series go as well, but thank you for watching along with me all the same. I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.